Hello everybody, I am Terry Mans. I have a very unique ministry to share with you. Some might even call it peculiar, but we're all sort of peculiar in our own way. The Bible uses that word 7 times in Deuteronomy and in Exodus, and one of my favorites in Titus, where he says he will purify unto himself a peculiar people zealous of good works. I know it's not works to get us to heaven, but you got to be saved, and once you're saved, you got work to do. I use snakes, and I use all kinds of snakes in my programs. Now, I've been saved since I was a young man, like the wildlife, and I believe you can use anything to talk to anybody about the Lord. I do use venomous snakes. No, I do not handle them with my bare hands. What I've learned is if you can take the lowest form of life on this earth that we all are afraid of, ridicule, or don't understand, and see that it has a purpose in life, and use it to teach people. It ain't so much a snake, but I think we forget sometimes we were a child. And when you're a child, things fascinate you. The whole world fascinates you. You know, you get out in your yard and in the woods, and you just look around. And I just take the things that we run across every day and just get the kids' attention. Now, once you get the people's attention, the kids want to see the next snake. The adults want to see how I tie snakes into the Bible, sort of what you're thinking now. When I use snakes, it gets their attention. Then I can start speaking and telling them about the Lord, about Jesus, and they'll listen about being saved. It's not me, and I understand that. It's the snakes, because people are just fascinated with these animals. I get people involved in the audience. I use people, and I get them up and let them have a lot of hands-on. I like involvement. Why? Because you might forget what some preacher spoke, or you might forget what somebody said, but you won't forget that guy that came into your church or your vacation Bible school or Awana and brought snakes. People remember you. Why? Not so much me, but just seeing that snake, and they want to be part of it. Like I said before, I do use venomous snakes in my program, but I do not handle them. Just like a timber rattler. Now, a timber rattler we know can kill 2 full-grown adults. Now, a lot of kids, usually it's boys, 14 to 22-year-olds, get bit by them. They grab them by the tail, try to play with them. And I teach people that rattlesnake's a lot like drinking and drugs and relationships. You know, you can get involved in something and think you got a handle on that, and you start dipping into things, but when the drugs get in your bloodstream and in your body, and that drinking comes where it just starts destroying your liver and your kidneys, it's just like you can play with it for a while, but once it gets into your body and into your life, just like when a rattlesnake, there ain't a question that rattlesnake going to bite you. It's a question of when it's going to bite you. But just like it ain't a question of drinking or drugs and relationships are going to, bad ones, are going to hurt your body, it's a question of when. You know, the Bible said there's fun and sin for a season. But just like that rattlesnake, once he bites you, you're going to know it. It's going to leave scars on your body. It's going to destroy you, a lot of you on the inside and scars on the outside. Just like things of this world and the things that you take part of are going to destroy things of your life. So you can use that timber rattler and say, he is pretty, he is fascinating, it is exciting, I'm not gonna lie to you. But when it gets a hold of you, that excitement fades, and the end thereof is not what you want it to be. We have a lot of people that's hurting on the inside from things this world has done to them, and just a lot of things I described to you. But just that there is a cure for it, and it's called Jesus. You know, Jesus can cure any problem in your life. Does that mean you don't have self to help problems? You get bit by a rattlesnake, you're going to have some health problems probably the rest of your life. If you get involved in some bad things in this world, you might still have some more fleshly problems. But the Lord can cure that soul, help that mind, help you rest at night. And those are things I try to teach in my program. I also explain, just like Christ, you need to base your life on a Christian attitude, and your relationships need to be that way. I use the perspective of a Burmese python. Now, a lot of people don't realize that he's born a foot long. And they buy a little 10-gallon aquarium, and they think, I've got it. What they don't realize is that snake can grow 6 foot the first year of its life and gain weight of over 50 pounds. Now, that don't seem like much, but I use that to teach people, you know, be careful relationships you get into, even with a friend or even with a spouse, because you think, well, they're not that bad, this ain't that bad, and they may be doing things and your friends may need to help you carry loads. So if you get people that are not where they need to be with God, when the load gets heavy for you, they'll leave you, and there you are handling a heavy load that you ain't equipped to handle. You know, you're carrying a 50 or 70-pound snake, it's hard to carry alone. And if you're trying to raise a family on your own and a kid on your own, it's hard. And if you're trying to go to church and live right and your friend's not, it's hard on you. So be careful that you people helping you carry. You say you're a snake, like at Burmese, it's easier to carry it when there's 3 or 4 of us carrying it. Why? Because it helps carry the load. So that Burmese can get too big and for its cage and too big for you to handle. So can your problems in life get too big for you to handle in life, and you have no way to get out, it seems, and no one to help you carry your load and no one to pray with or talk to. This is why you surround yourself with good friends, a good church, a good family, and work. I also use an alligator, and I use a lot of different animals, but alligators are neat. Alligators only found 2 places in the world. One's China, and the second is the southern part of the United States. Now, like that, most people I try to explain, Christ ain't never were in our country, in our world. He might be in some homes, not be others. Why? He's not welcome there. Or you might want to say the climate, like an alligator, is not suitable for him to live there. Alligator has to have certain climate temperatures for him to be able to grow in that habitat. And the Lord's got to have a certain habitat to really come forward in life. You know, if you don't read your Bible and don't study, you ain't got a real good habitat at home. But like that alligator, he kills by drowning. He pulls his prey out into deep water, and he holds it there until it quits breathing. And this thing of this world will pull you out into the world and keep you there in things you shouldn't be involved in until it drowns you in your testimony and you come as a dead man. Why? Because your testimony is not no good anymore. People don't respect you. People don't believe in you. They don't trust you. Just like that alligator, and it drowns him. We drown each other spiritually, or we get drowned spiritually a lot of times out in the world and wonder why we can't feel the Lord no more. But just like that alligator, he takes and he can see all the way around to his tail. But what's behind him, he can't see directly behind him. I don't worry about what's behind me because that's under the blood. Lord, forgive me. But I also learned that alligator can see a lot more than what you think he can when you're up close to the water. The world can see a lot more than what you think they can when you're on your job every day or school every day. They see what you are. They hear the way you talk, and they see how you treat each other. So we use the alligator in those forms to teach things I learned in the world to keep you out of church in any way it can. I use different things I can to teach you, to get people in church, to get them to realize the Lord's in everything you do in this world. He made all of this world, made every river and every mountain and every creek. Why can we not use the things He's made for us to help teach our kids and leave a path for it? And one thing I have learned about different snakes, I learned one thing about them. Those snakes that come out of those dens, they leave a scent trail so those young ones can find their way back home into that same den every year. And I'm thinking, an animal no smarter than this can use and leave a scent trail for his young to find their way home. We have the best book ever written, that we can leave a good trail for our kids to find their way home. Because you can learn a lot from a snake. Why? He's not envious, he's not covetous, not jealous. But he leaves a good trail for his young to find their way home. And that's what I'm trying to do, guys, is leave a good trail so ones coming behind us can find their way home. Just like that snake's a good conversation piece, he knows his purpose in life. He don't question it. He was made to eat mice and rats, the things that gnaw at our very home and stuff. He eats them. Now, like us Christians, we're made for one purpose. We question that purpose. We put ourselves first. We get self-centered. But if we was to be like that snake and get up every morning, say, Lord, here I am, use me. We was made to worship Him and work for Him daily. Amazing what we could do. If that snake here can do so much what it's supposed to do in its life, imagine what we could accomplish. Now, our ministry is different. We do a lot of vacation Bible schools. We do Awanas. We do wildlife game supper, upper reward programs, and we do a lot of vacation Bible schools. We do a lot of birthday parties, and it's pretty neat. And the birthday parties, a lot of hands-on. We have fun in our ministry. We enjoy it. We enjoy the fellowship with the church. if we can ever help you in any way, come to your church or any event, feel free to call us. You know, we try to help. The Lord gives this ministry, and we try to share it. I thank you for listening. I hope you have a good day, and may the Lord bless you.